Amir and the footsteps in the night. In a small village at the edge of the desert, the nights were so quiet. You could almost hear the air itself resting. But for the past few nights, Amir had been hearing a strange sound. Clop, clop, clop. It was the sound of something walking on the sand. Big, gentle, and just a little heavy. Every night, Amir would listen closely, his ears wide open to the quiet sound. One quiet night, the sound came again. Clop, clop, clop. Amir gently stepped outside. In the moonlit desert, he saw something moving in the distance. It was a camel walking slowly across the sand. But all the camels in the village were supposed to be sleeping inside their fence at night. And this camel, this one had a beautiful color Amir had never seen before. He squinted his eyes and looked closely at the camel. The desert at night was very cold and completely dark. But Amir couldn't stop thinking about the camel, so he quietly decided to follow it. The camel didn't look back. It just kept walking slowly through the desert. Amir ran to catch up with the camel and began to walk beside it. "Hey, where are you going?" he asked. The camel didn't answer. It just kept walking slowly in the moonlight. "Don't you have a name?" Amir thought for a moment, then said, "Then, can I call you Hugo?" The camel glanced at Amir, then gave a small nod. Amir smiled softly and walked quietly by Hugo's side. Amir and Hugo walked quietly across the soft sand, guided only by the light of the moon. The wind whispered gently, making the sand shift with a soft sound. Then, Amir saw something curled up in the sand just ahead of them. Amir and Hugo walked closer to the shape in the sand. There, they found an old man. He was crouched down on the cold sand, too tired to move. Hugo gently tilted his head, then slowly stepped towards the man. Amir ran up too and asked softly, "Are you okay?" The old man couldn't speak. His throat was dry, and all he could do was nod slowly. Amir whispered gently, "Hugo, do you know where the oasis is? We have to take him there." Hugo stepped forward, stood in front of the old man, and slowly knelt down on the sand. Then Amir carefully helped the old man onto Hugo's back. With the old man riding on Hugo, Amir and Hugo began walking across the quiet desert once again. Guided by Hugo, They walked for a while, and then, beyond the moonlight, a shimmering drop of light began to appear. It was a small, quiet oasis gently glowing in the night. By the water's edge stood swaying palm trees, and through the gaps in their leaves, starlight dripped like tiny pearls, dancing softly on the surface of the water. Wow! I didn't know a place like this existed. Amir whispered without thinking. Then, he and Hugo gently helped the old man down beside the oasis. With trembling hands, the old man scooped up some water and slowly brought it to his lips. With each sip of water, a bit of color slowly returned to the old man's cheeks. And then, he turned to look at Amir and Hugo, his eyes filled with emotion, and said, "If I hadn't met you too, I don't know what would have happened. Thank you, truly." Amir gave him a big, warm smile. Hugo quietly narrowed his eyes, listening gently to the sound of water sparkling beneath the stars. After resting for a while at the oasis, Amir and Hugo brought the old man safely back to his home. As they said goodbye, the sky slowly began to brighten. The stars, as if waving gently, drifted away beyond the sky. Amir and Hugo began walking once more, side by side, across the quiet sands. "I'm really glad I followed your footsteps," Amir said with a happy smile. The breeze of the new morning gently pushed them forward from behind. That's the end of tonight's story. Thank you for listening. Sweet dreams. Good night.